Hello, and thank you all for attending the 100th anniversary of the Ohio Manufacturing Association. A special thank you to my old friend Eric Berkland and Jeff Hollister for inviting me to speak today and for their leadership of OMA. And thank you also to outgoing OMA Board Chairman Jim McGregor of Springfield, although I run into him all over the state and sometimes in Washington. Last year, Jim joined me and Governor Strickland at the Treasury Department in Washington, where we made a clear and straightforward observation. For Ohio and for our nation, manufacturing matters. Manufacturing matters to our economic strength and the national security of our nation and to the future of our middle class. In that day, we made clear that Ohio's manufacturers need access to credit to keep plants running and to keep workers on the line. In September, President Obama signed into law the Small Business Jobs Act that will do just that, unlock the small business lending to get capital flowing again. The new law includes loan guarantees and tax incentives in a $30 billion lending fund that Senator Voinovich and I fought to include in the bill. Without Senator Voinovich's vote, Ohio's manufacturers would lack the capital to modernize equipment, to expand operations, to rebuild our state's storied manufacturing legacy. While OMA played an integral role in passing this new law, it will have to continue educating lawmakers and the public on the need for continued interest in manufacturing. And that's because each of you understands what's at stake. Manufacturing created a middle class that strengthened our communities and led to a nation of innovators and builders. Manufacturing jobs have a stronger multiplier effect, you know all this, supporting other sectors of our economy, paying better than other jobs, and supporting vital public services. Yet, for the last few decades, manufacturing has steadily declined in our nation, along with middle class wages. The future security of our nation, its ability to compete in the global economy, to defend ourselves, and to supply domestic sources of energy, all that depends on our manufacturing capacity. It's clear that our economy cannot fully succeed, nor can our middle class grow and prosper without a comprehensive national manufacturing strategy. A national manufacturing strategy should involve sector-based workforce training and incentives to retool and to develop supply chains. That's why, as part of the Workforce Investment Reauthorization, I introduced the Strengthening Employment Clusters to Organize Regional Success, not exactly a name that trips off, a word term that trips off your tongue, the so-called Sectors Act. The Sectors Act would help communities develop specialized workforce training programs to meet regional needs. It would connect workers to the needs of emerging industries or clusters. Ohio's regional economies are poised for growth, from the solar power industry in Northwest Ohio to bioscience industry in Northeast Ohio to the nation-leading aerospace industry in Southwest Ohio, auto manufacturing serving a lifeline across the state. Today, we're also retooling our manufacturers and our supply chains to transition and to compete in the new clean energy economy. We can't afford to sit idly by as Germany or China charges past us by making investments in new technology and infrastructure and in new clean energy technologies. China leads the world in manufacturing of wind turbines and solar panels. As these technologies become more widespread, we simply can't allow a dependence on foreign oil to be replaced with a dependence on foreign clean energy. That is simply unacceptable. In many ways, the Recovery Act is designed to make sure that does not happen. In just a single year, Ohio cities large and small have received millions of dollars in workforce training funds to help dislocated workers prepare for the clean energy economy. Small businesses and entrepreneurs will receive millions in SBA loans and 48C advanced manufacturing tax credits to extend and expand businesses and to hire more workers. Last year, I was at OMA headquarters with Eric, where 7 Ohio companies convened who had received more than $125 million in 48C competitive tax credits. These companies are building new facilities using the tax credit combined with their own investment to increase production and ultimately hiring workers. That's why I introduced legislation that would expand 48C, advanced energy manufacturing tax credit, and allow more manufacturers to participate. Another way a national manufacturing policy can help us lead the world in clean energy manufacturing is to create a predictable, I underscore predictable, climate for business investment. That means promoting exports. It means trade enforcement. As one of, I believe, 5 or 6 senators and the President's Export Council, I'm committed to connecting Ohio businesses of all sizes with vital exporting opportunities to help double our exports. That's our goal in the next 5 years. We've seen how trade enforcement can help manufacturers of steel pipes, of coated paper, of tires in Youngstown, in Warren, in Lorain, in Findlay, and in the Dayton area to promote their products in markets across the nation and the world. But that's not enough. It's our responsibility, yours and mine, to show the demand for strong national manufacturing policy. That's why I'm counting on for Jim McGregor and Eric Berkland and all of you, Ohio's manufacturers and entrepreneurs, to push the boundaries of ingenuity and innovation to help turn our nation again and expand on that and become the economic superpower we've been. That Made in Ohio stamp built prosperous middle-class communities around the state and made Ohio manufacturers known around the world. Today's celebration is part of a continued march based on the first step J.G. Battelle and 17 manufacturers took 100 years ago when they established the OMA. Congratulations for 100 years of service to our state, to our nation. I look forward to continuing to work together with OMA and, more importantly, with so many of you individual manufacturers in all 88 counties in our great state. Thank you.